Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And off screen, I did manage to blow up enough trees to get 31 wood and finally get a tree branch. So we have something that we can use to light these things on fire. So that's what we've got to do. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. And there's a rusty broadsword. Wonderful. Mostly because it's like, once you get to this, it's like, what do you do? Because there's the thing. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this. And we're going to light the branch on fire, and then I'm going to throw it at this one, so that it will light it on fire. And okay, it didn't light it on fire, but it also didn't go out. So that's good. Now we just have to make our way back up without, we actually cannot climb. If we start doing the climbing animation, we put our weapon away, and that's not good. So we need to get all the way back up to the observatory, and it's helpful to light as many of the lanterns as possible, so that if you need to restart or get another branch or something, you don't have to go all the way back from the beginning. And the first time I did this, it was raining, which was a massive pain in the ass. Like, I wanted to murder someone. It was so frustrating. And that's the thing. Using the tree branches means it's going to be harder to do, because they will be destroyed. Torches don't seem to get destroyed. Stop trying to push that link. Come over and get this. I don't need to worry about that bundle of wood just yet. It's like, where did the... There it is. Alright. Alright, now we need to make our way up. We also can't run, because running also gets rid of your weapon animation. So it's basically walk. Walk up the shrine, or walk up the path, light the things as you can. I have a feeling this is why there are so many trees on the path here, just in case. Because, you know, otherwise it seems kind of frustrating that it's entirely possible to screw this up. And I'm really surprised that there is not a torch near the furnace. So, alright, we made it. And in doing so, we can now fast travel to the ancient lab. Alright, so we're going to do that, and before I do that, I'm going to go back and get my hammer. Because I want my hammer back. Because I don't want a tree branch if I don't have to have it. I want actual weaponry. Because I kind of need actual weaponry. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. And there's one thing I love here. There's a farm. The first time I was like, maybe I could kill the farm animals and use them for meat. Like, is that something that I can do? No, it's not. You cannot kill the farm animals. I tried, because I'm a terrible human being. My hammer's gone. Damn it! It despawned because I left. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. I was really hoping it wouldn't do that. Well, that's better than the tree branch, so we'll do that. Maybe if I go back to my future house, it will be available. I don't know. If not, I'm out a hammer and I'm kind of pissed off about it. Because hammers are actually really good for dealing with a lot of things. Mostly ore, though. If you find the outcroppings of rock and you want to go mining, that's really what the hammers are best for. Alright, so ignoring all this, we're going to climb. Except I'm not going to be able to climb that because I did the jump. So we'll just go up this way. And there we go. Because I have no stamina at the moment. It's terrifying how little stamina Link actually has at this stage of the game. Because like, and I honestly feel like it like we have 1 bar or 1 full circle of stamina, but it feels like it runs out quicker at this stage of the game. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It might be. I don't know. I haven't really delved into a lot of the mechanics of this game, and I really probably should have before I started Let's Playing it, but who cares? Alright, hey, I turned your thing on. Now then, take a look over there. Guidance stone starting to react. There's something mysterious. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's pure science. However, I like to think there is something mysterious about it. It's pure science. My sweet little guidance stone. Sure know how to make this old researcher's heart flutter. That's not creepy. Give me a nice snap. Snap. Alright. Let's do this thing. So now we put our Sheikah slate there, and we're going to get the basic runes. Camera, Hyrule Compendium, and album missing files confirmed. Starting repair. So we get the basic functions of the Sheikah slate after getting the weapons. The weaponized abilities. Alright, so we get the camera. That's the last... Well, actually, that's not the last rune. The last rune is the amiibo rune. And I will show that off probably next episode because I'll have to actually go across the room and get an amiibo, and I don't want to have to take my headset off because that just causes a lot of racket. And then we also get the compendium. So we'll take a look at those. We won't have a choice. The assistant will want to look at everything, and that's how we get the explanation. Let's see here. Which one is it? Camera, Hyrule Compendium, album. I know this is sudden, but hear me out. Take a picture of me with the camera, and don't forget to let me see it. Alright, so. Nope, I don't want to do that. That's what I want to do. So. There we go. Take a picture of the kid. Except not really a kid. I took one. Yes. And we show her the picture. My, who is that beautiful creature? I guess that's my cue. Oh, so there was no purpose. Because I'm psychotic. It's not just a pretty girl in these images. There's also some landscape photos stored in the album. Princess Zelda made frequent use of the camera feature, but this... It dawns on me that you are Princess Zelda's appointed knight, which means there's a strong possibility that you accompanied her to all the places where these pictures were taken. The lost memory thing could prove troublesome. It just means these pictures could be the missing piece to help restore your lost memories. If my hunch is correct, I suggest you check with Impa. She knows more about Princess Zelda than even I do. One thing I need from you. I want you to bring me back some ancient materials. Bring them to either me or Robbie at the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Bring us ancient materials, we'll give you something good as a reward. Alright, I have some ancient materials, so we can talk to her now. And see Ancient materials, power up your runes. 3 ancient screws to power up the Sheikah sensor. Shafts to upgrade the remote bombs. Cores for stasis. Alright, so I have some. I should have enough ancient screws. Alright. I'm game, go ahead and do it. So we should have enough for the Sheikah sensor. And yeah, just stop asking me and just do it. Okay. So doing this upgrades the sensor to where we can track things. So before it would only kind of give us a tracking on shrines, but now we can, if we take a picture of an item, it'll add to the compendium, and then we can use that picture to be like, hey, I want to target this. And it will be like, oh, okay, everywhere one of these are in the world, it will alert you as to how to find them. So, yeah. Alright, so we need ancient shafts and ancient cores. Is that what she said? Guidance Stone did the trick. And then he'll tell us how to actually use it. Let's look at my inventory on materials and see what we have. Ancient spring. We only have 1 ancient shaft, so yeah, I can't do anything else at the moment. That kind of sucks, but it's to be expected. So let's talk to Billy here. Why not just learn by trying? Give it a shot, so to speak. Let's see here. Take a picture of the sunshroom. There's one behind the lab. So that's why the sunshroom is there. And since I already picked it up, I need to drop it. But that's the best part about this. As long as you don't eat it, I can set it down on the ground right there, take a picture of it, and it will still register that it's the item if I don't screw it up. And there we go. I have a picture of the sunshroom. And then what you do is you go into album. I don't want to delete. I want to go into the compendium, and it's there. And target with sensor. So now there is going to be sunshrooms really just over the hill here. And like the shrines, it tells you how to find it. Like if you're walking away from it, it's hot or cold. So there's going to be some down here in this little forest section, and it tells you how to get to them. And I think there's a silent room. I think there's one here. Is that? Yep. And there's more in this little wooded section. It's like you don't have to get all of them, but that's just how it works. So, and if you want to find all of them using the magnesis trick to see everything that's actually targetable does help a little bit. And there's still more? How many of these things are there? But hey, I'm not gonna balk at some sunshrooms because they are actually kind of helpful. Well, actually, all things are helpful, but jeez, there's the iron shrooms, however, are way more helpful. Because iron shrooms increase defense. Okay, so now we can go back up and talk to what's-his-face, and he should be like, oh yes, that's how this works. Congratulations. Hardy Radish, also a good thing. That increases max hearts. I thought there was another one there, but there wasn't. So, the really, in my opinion, the best upgrade is the remote bombs, because it really does kind of allow you to spam the hell out of bombs. Like, there's a little bit of a wait time now in between bombs. Like, you can cycle between the round and the square, but really it's with the bombs plus, you can pretty much just spam the same type of bomb. By the time it lands and or explodes, it's about ready to throw another one. So, alright. Yes, took a picture. I probably was supposed to show him the picture beforehand. Next, yes, do that. Sheikah sensor will be able to sense the sun shrooms. And I have the sun shrooms. Hand over the sun shrooms. And he gives me 3 hearty truffles, which is, well, a better trade. Okay, so, and then in the meantime, I'm going to not target that with the, except I don't know how to have it go back to targeting. Okay, there we go. This Sheikah sensor. I want it to do shrines. Alright. So. Progress. We've actually done a fair bit. That's, actually kind of helpful. I don't really know what the best thing to do now is. I think it wants us to go back to Kakariko to talk to Impa. So, like, that's what it wants us to do. Before I end this episode, I will go and give the guy the bundles of wood so we can at least clear that out. And then I just need to work on getting 3,000 rupees. Which at the moment is a lot of rupees. Because I don't really have a lot of means of farming rupees. So that is a lot. There's a lot of stuff here in town that I could do also. Like there's, well, I need the town map for one. General store, there's an armor shop, the dye shop. The dye shop allows us to change the color of things, but we have to use items to do so. So like if you want to dye something black, there's like a handful of items in the game that have the black property. If you want to dye something red, there's a handful of items that have the red property. Like I think apples count as red, so you can use an apple to dye something red. Except you need multiple apples because you need so many of them to make the dye, etc. Like the truffles are one of the things that allow you to dye something black. It's like that's cute to be able to customize. It doesn't change anything other than the appearance. And really for this stage of the game, that's not worth it because truffles are really worthwhile. Alright. Alright, give him the wood bundles. Alright. 3,000 rupees. So, and I guess with that, I'll go ahead and end this episode here, because there's not too much else I can do in the time that I've got. So yeah. I'll see you all in the next installment, where we will start our trip back to Kakariko Village. So till then, later everyone.